tell you what, can we go now? Yep. 6,000 people. I'd like to thank the fans. That's a tremendous crowd on a Monday night. That was a really good basketball game. That was one of those games. It was just a really good basketball game. We came up short at the end. They made 2 big threes. We lost them one time. I'll take responsibility. I thought if there's one guy we were going to guard at the end of the game, it would be A.J. English, and we lost him. So I got to do a better job coaching. But it was a great game. I'm really proud of the way our kids came back. I'm really proud of the fans for hanging in there and cheering us on. And, we made it. There's an old saying, you took the lead. We finally took the lead, and then A.J. English took a wide open 3. I guess we forgot to cover him again. So I'm really disappointed in myself because I didn't do a strong enough job reminding them that A.J. English was the best player in the league. So it's on me. I'll try to get better at that. And we got a big game against Fairfield. Nobody's feeling sorry for ourselves. We gave up 57 points at the half. We're having a great year, and it was a great, entertaining basketball game. When I took this job 3 years ago, I said I would make entertaining basketball games happen here at the Times Union Center, and that's what that was. You're not going to win every one. But to give up 57 points in the first half, I got to go look at what I'm doing coaching. I take full responsibility for that. I'll take any questions. You can ask anything you want, Mark. You're part of the family. You come every day. You've earned it.
Hey, Brett.
And then Iana's good, too, because she came. She was the only one that came the other week, too. All the rest of them, you're banned.
You guys said all the right things the last couple of days about realizing that Iona was going to come in looking for revenge and that kind of thing. Do you think the team was really prepared, though, at the start of the game for how intensely they were going to come out?
Yeah. I don't think us as players, we weren't ready to go. And I'm going to respectfully disagree with Jimmy, and that's on us as players. And I think the sooner we figure that out, the sooner we can move forward and go from a good team to a great team.
That's a good quote. We're good, but we got to get over the hump. We're 0-2 against Monmouth. We're 1-1 against Iona, and got to beat the good teams. Fairfield's officially a good team. That game's now. I mean, it's been a meaningful. They're all meaningful, but that's a huge game, and we'll see how we respond.
Right, that long run that you guys did defensively. I mean, it was like 8 minutes without them scoring. How did you guys do that? I mean, it just seemed like you were working real hard defensively. But was there some specifics that you guys did, or was it all energy?
Well, up until that point, I don't think we were really engaged defensively. We weren't talking, and during that stretch, everyone was talking. Everyone was pointing at their man. We knew where A.J. English was during that stretch, so that helps. But I mean, we can't do that for 18 minutes and win against Iona.
Forgive me, Jimmy, because things were going so fast. It seemed like for a stretch of that second half when you were stopping them, you were in man. Did you go back to zone a little bit?
Well, Marquise's hand. Marquise had to get his hand taken. Marquise's hand started bleeding, so he had to come out. I don't make the. I'm not God. I'm simply the basketball coach here at Siena. So they made him come out. So we put Ryan in, and I actually thought we played zone well. He ran behind the zone, and no one took him. I think if Michael Jordan ran behind the zone, somebody on the Celtics would take him. Well, you'd probably be pretty disappointed if you didn't win. In other words, the Boston Celtics lost their second championship when Ron Artest hit a 3 in the corner. I remember it like it was yesterday because I'm a Celtics fan. I can live with that. Kobe Bryant didn't make it, right, Mark? Do you remember that? Ron Artest, Meta World Peace, made a 3. They were down 1. They rotated, and Meta World Peace. I can live with that. I can't live with AJ. The second one doesn't matter. We took the lead, and we forgot to run back and cover Michael Jordan of our league. So, and then he ran through in the zone, whatever it was, somebody back there should have said, I would have rather have proven this in his, I don't want to bring that up, but I've proven that I'd rather have 2 guys on him than 0. I think I pretty much got that one on the old tombstone. So they didn't really believe me on that. In other words, we let him go through and no one guarded A.J. English. I mean, he's pretty easy to spot out there, number 5, who's dominated our league for 4 years. So in other words, I'll take responsibility but the zone thing was because Keese is a little quicker. Ryan's tall, Ryan and Levant are big guards. We've played zone all year. But you can't lose A.J. English twice in the last 3 minutes of the game. We lost Michael Jordan. We lost Kevin Durant. We lost Steph Curry of our level. It happens. I don't know why it happens, but it happens. You come to our practices. We don't talk about all these guys. Williams, English, 60% defense. Williams, 30% defense. The other 10%, don't worry, we'll figure it out. I didn't stress it enough. I told you it's my fault. I'll take any other questions.
Brett, the inbounds play. You threw the ball off the guy and you jammed it down. What happened there?
I mean, I don't know what was going on in the line, but they were trying to figure that out. The guy handed me the ball, and the other 2 refs weren't ready. So, I mean, I had the ball. No one was paying attention. I thought it was worth a shot. But, yeah, so.
He was. The ref came over and said, the excellent, unbelievable officiating crew. John Gaffney, he's going to the Sweet 16. Jeff Anderson's been the NCAA, and Bill McCartney's good. I think he might be an NCAA ref, too. I don't know. See you, Gaffney. Good crew. See you, Bill. Nothing to do wrong. They said they were still bickering in line, and then that's when he handed them the ball, and then Jeff Anderson went in and said, I told you to stop it. And that's essentially it was a dead ball. The ref just handed it to him. That was like in other words, he did have a dead ball, and he handed it to him. So I said I agreed with them because they're the referees and I'm the coach.
Jimmy, what did you say to these guys at halftime?
Nothing. We didn't know yelling.
There was no.
Nope.
I mean, it was kind of a.
Said I let him down. I said I let him
down.
down. I said I let you down. You scored 57 points. It's my fault. Should have practiced harder. Shouldn't have practiced at all. Should have gone bowling. Should have gone to the movies. I don't know. Whatever I did didn't work. We gave up 57 points. So we just chatted about coaching and how you have to accept it, and sometimes you just have to. You can't look. They're young. As the political revolution goes on, they're 18 to 22. They're not supposed to respect authority, and they're not supposed to agree with us because none of us did. In other words, I told them about stopping English and stopping the 3 and getting out there, and it was like, let your freak flag fly. We're not going to do what you say, Mr. Establishment. I said, you win. If that's what you don't want to do, I can't make you do that. You're college kids. In other words, I talked to them about civil disobedience and things off the court. I said, you win. But you're going to learn your lesson just like all the rest, just like I did. And you learned a hard lesson there. You were fighting the system. We just had to get out there, play really aggressive D, talk. What I didn't like was we weren't emotional. I didn't see any passion or emotion defensively. You don't play defense without talking and getting emotional. We didn't. That's the way they wanted to go. It's my fault. I tried to warn them, but, I'm dealing with it. I got 18 to 22-year-olds dribbling my paycheck up and down the court. And sometimes that's not the easiest thing in the world. And I love them, and nobody's mad at anybody. In other words, that's what happened at halftime. And I even sort of joked about it and said the good news is you can't play worse. But there was absolutely no yelling. I just said, if you want to change it, change it. Like, you want to change things, change it. Talk on D. Don't let number 5 get any open looks. Go inside. Work on your passing. Don't look at me and say, I don't want to throw it inside and then throw some half-ass pass that gets picked off and they get a 3 down the other end and go, I showed you. I tried to throw it in there, but I didn't really try my best. Okay. We've all had children in our family like that. It's called teenagers. In other words, I was like, just keep doing what we're doing, which is sharing the ball, talking on D, and playing pretty good. We've won the last couple of games by 20. But I'll tell you what, second half, proud of them. Everything's good. This is no bad team, Iona. Iona's going to cause everybody problems. They just beat Monmouth, too. But we took the lead, and the first person who got a wide open 3 was A.J. English. I saw Brett flying at him. Brett's not supposed to guard A.J. English. Brett did a heck of a job going all the way out there for a 20-footer. I don't know who. Well, I do know who was supposed to guard A.J. English, but he wasn't in the picture. So someday we'll realize that running back and guarding A.J. English is really important, or we won't.
Jimmy, your team was down 21 at the half. We all know that. A lot of teams would have thrown in the towel at that point.
No, we're not like that.
We talked about you guys fighting back. This is something that you guys do. You guys are fighters. How important will that be going forward?
Well, we'll find out on Wednesday. I'll let you know on Wednesday. You can have the exclusive. We'll find out if they want to do it because they're going to take 35 threes, and Fairfield's playing really well. And Marcus Gilbert's probably in contention for Player of the Year. I'd vote for Brett Bisping. What he's doing, 17 and 18, what he's doing on both ends and doing the backboard thing is just, I mean, it's incredible. It's incredible to watch. I really like watching you, by the way. It's incredible. But Marcus Gilbert's a good player. It's the MAC. Everybody's good. And I'm not one of those sore losers, Take hats off. Cluse had him ready. We didn't. I talked about it. Maybe I shouldn't have talked about it. Like I said, I'll go back and evaluate what we did and didn't do. Obviously, we did something wrong, so we'll go back. And Nico's a young kid. He tried hard. He is obviously 0 for 7 from 3 is not what anybody wanted, but this is what happens, with this is why he's a freshman. And no fault of anybody's, it's just except mine. I'll take the hit on that. So the locker room's open. Practice is open tomorrow. We're going at 1:30 if you want to come by, and then we're going to leave for Fairfield. And on Wednesday night, we have to go play a team that's been waiting there for us, so we'll have to get really tough mentally and go down and play on one day's rest, even though we don't play Friday or Thursday or Saturday or whatever.